How to make your money work while you sleep, UK edition. Right now, while you're watching this video, there are people in this country earning money without lifting a finger. Not crypto brothers. Not trust fund kids. Ordinary people are nurses, teachers, electricians, who set things up once and now their money grows while they're asleep, while they're on the school run, while they're binge-watching Traitors on a Sunday night. And the frustrating thing? Nobody teaches you how to do this. Until now. Today I'm going to walk you through exactly how to make your money work for you in the UK, the real, practical, no-nonsense ways that actual people are using right now. Some of these you can set up tonight. Others take a bit more planning. But all of them beat the absolute pants off leaving your cash sitting in a current account earning you precisely nothing. Let's get into it. So here's the problem, right? Most of us were taught one way to make money. You trade your time for it. You go to work, you do your hours, you get paid. And look, there's nothing wrong with that, it's how most of us live. But here's the thing that changed everything for me, there are only so many hours in a day. You can't work 24/7. You physically cannot trade more time than you have. But your money? Your money doesn't need to sleep. It doesn't need a lunch break. It doesn't get tired. And when you understand that, when you really get it, everything shifts. Now before anyone switches off thinking this is going to be some get-rich-quick nonsense, let me be crystal clear. This is not about becoming a millionaire overnight. This is about using the tools available to us right here in the UK to steadily, reliably, and often tax-efficiently grow your wealth in the background, while you get on with your life. So let's start with the most obvious one, and honestly, the one that most people are still getting wrong. Number 1, savings accounts that actually pay you something. I know, it sounds basic. But you would be amazed how many people still have thousands of pounds sitting in a current account earning 0.0%. As of right now, you can get easy access savings accounts paying 4% or more. Fixed rate bonds paying even higher. And if you haven't looked at your savings rate in the last 6 months, I guarantee you're leaving money on the table. Here's a quick example. Say you've got 10,000 quid sitting in a current account. At 0%, that earns you literally nothing. Move it to an account paying 4.5%, and you're earning £450 a year. For doing what? For moving your money. That's it. That's the whole job. And don't forget, most people in the UK get a personal savings allowance. If you're a basic rate taxpayer, your first £1,000 of savings interest is completely tax-free. Higher rate taxpayers get £500. So a good chunk of that interest. HMRC doesn't touch it. Also worth a mention here, NS&I, National Savings and Investments. Their premium bonds won't give you a guaranteed return, but the prize fund rate has been genuinely competitive lately, and every penny of winnings is tax-free. It's not going to make you rich, but it's a perfectly reasonable place to park your emergency fund if you like the idea of a monthly flutter with zero downside risk. Number 2, the ISAs. Your absolute best friend. If you're not using your ISA allowance, we need to have a serious conversation. Every tax year, you can put up to £20,000 into ISAs, and everything that happens inside that wrapper, the interest, the dividends, the capital gains, is completely tax-free. Forever. No reporting to HMRC. No complications. Just tax-free growth. Now there are different flavors. A cash ISA is straightforward, it's basically a savings account but tax-free. Great for short-term savings or your emergency fund. But if you really want your money working hard while you sleep, you need to look at a stocks and shares ISA. And I know that phrase makes some people nervous. Stocks and shares sounds risky, sounds complicated, sounds like something for city traders in fancy suits. But hear me out. You don't need to pick individual stocks. You can invest in index funds or exchange-traded funds, ETFs, that basically track the entire market. Something like a global all-cap index fund gives you a tiny slice of thousands of companies all around the world. You're not betting on one horse. You're backing the whole field. Historically, and yes, past performance doesn't guarantee future results, I have to say that, but historically, the stock market has returned somewhere around 8 to 10% per year on average over the long term. Compare that to even a good savings account and the difference over 10, 20, 30 years is genuinely life-changing. Let me paint a picture. If you invested £200 a month into a stocks and shares ISA averaging 8% annual returns, after 20 years you'd have around £118,000. You'd have put in 48,000 of your own money. The rest, 70,000 quid, is growth. That's your money working while you sleep, while you eat, while you argue about what to watch on Netflix. It just sits there, compounding, growing, doing its thing. And the key word there is compounding. Albert Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world, and honestly, whether he actually said that or not, he'd have been right. Compounding means your returns start earning their own returns. It's a snowball rolling downhill, getting bigger and bigger and bigger the longer you leave it. Which brings me to a crucial point: time matters more than amount. Starting with 50 quid a month in your 20s will almost certainly beat starting with 500 a month in your 50s. So if you're young and watching this, you have a superpower and it's called time. Use it. Number 3, your pension. Yes, your boring, unsexy pension. Look, I get it. Pensions aren't exciting. You can't touch the money until you're 57, 58 for most people by the time it changes. It feels like it doesn't even exist. But your pension is genuinely one of the most powerful wealth-building tools available in the UK, and most people completely ignore it. Here's why. When you put money into a pension, the government adds tax relief on top. If you're a basic rate taxpayer and you contribute £80, the government tops it up to £100. That's an instant 25% return before your money even does anything. If you're a higher rate taxpayer, you can claim back even more through self-assessment. That is free money. Actual free money. And if you're employed, your employer is legally required to contribute to your workplace pension too. Many employers will match your contributions up to a certain percentage. So if you're only putting in the bare minimum to your workplace pension, check what your employer will match. Because not taking that match is literally turning down part of your salary. It's like your boss offering you a pay rise and you saying no thanks, I'm all right. Inside your pension, that money is invested, usually in funds, just like a stocks and shares ISA, and it grows tax-free for decades. By the time you retire, the combination of your contributions, your employer's contributions, tax relief, and decades of compound growth can be absolutely enormous. And for the self-employed folks watching, look into a SIPP, a self-invested personal pension. Same tax relief, same compound growth, but you choose where the money's invested. You've got no employer to contribute for you, so you've got to be extra intentional about it. Number 4, the Lifetime ISA. If you're between 18 and 39, this one's worth knowing about. The Lifetime ISA, or LISA, lets you save up to £4,000 a year, and the government adds a 25% bonus on top. So put in £4,000, get an extra £1,000. Free. Now there are rules. You can use it for your first home, the property has to be under £450,000, or you can leave it until you're 60 and use it as retirement income. If you withdraw for any other reason, there's a penalty, and it actually leaves you worse off than if you'd never had the bonus at all. So it's not flexible. But if you're saving for a first home or want another pot for retirement alongside your pension, it's a brilliant tool. Number 5, dividend investing. This one's a step up in terms of involvement, but it's worth mentioning. Some companies pay dividends, basically a share of their profits, to their shareholders. You buy shares in these companies, or more sensibly, you buy a dividend-focused fund, and you receive regular income just for holding them. Inside an ISA, those dividends are tax-free. Outside an ISA, you currently get a £500 dividend allowance before tax kicks in, which, to be honest, isn't very generous. Another reason to use your ISA wrapper. The beauty of dividends is that you can reinvest them, buy more shares, which pay more dividends, which buy more shares. That compounding snowball again. Asterisk asterisk number 6, and this is the one everyone forgets, automating everything. Asterisk asterisk. None of this works if you have to think about it every month. The real secret to making your money work while you sleep is making the whole process automatic. Set up a direct debit on payday. Money leaves your current account and goes straight into your ISA, your pension top-up, your savings. Before you even see it. Before you're tempted to spend it at Greg's or on another Amazon order you don't need. Pay yourself first. Automate it. Forget about it. Check in once or twice a year. That's it. The less you fiddle, the better it tends to do. So let me bring this all together. You don't need a massive salary to make your money work for you. You don't need to understand candlestick charts or read the Financial Times every morning. You need to do a few simple things. Get your cash out of a 0% current account. Use your ISA allowance. Contribute enough to your pension to get your full employer match. Start investing, even small amounts, as early as possible. Automate everything. And then, genuinely, let time and compounding do the heavy lifting. Every single night you go to sleep, your money should be out there working a shift on your behalf. It doesn't complain. It doesn't call in sick. It just quietly, steadily, grows. And 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you'll look back and be so glad you started today. If this video helped you, smash that subscribe button. I know everyone says that, but honestly, it makes a massive difference to the channel and it means I can keep making these videos for you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's the first thing you're going to do after watching this? Open an ISA? Check your pension contributions? Move your savings? I genuinely want to know. And if you want to go deeper on any of these topics, I've got a video right here on exactly how to open and invest in a stocks and shares ISA, step by step. Go watch that next. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next one.